2.5, Reasoning in Algebra and Geometry. Key concepts are about properties of equality. And again, the key word is equality. When you have two things equal, notice you have A equal B, A equal B, A equal B, and so on and so forth as we go down. The addition property states when you add something to that A, you can add the same thing to B. It still makes them equal. Subtraction property, when you subtract it from A, you can also subtract it from B. Still things are equal. And so on and so forth as you go down. Reflexive property is one of the things I'm going to point out. It's going to become one of your best friends. A equals A, and I'll show you why later. But the fact that you have to state that a reflexive property is A equals A, and understand that it kind of seems redundant, but you need to be able to state that, and that's going to be key in a proof. Symmetric property, if A equals B, well then B equals A. You can flip it. Transitive property, if A equals B and B equals C, then A is equal to C. Okay, substitution property, again, A equals B, then B can replace A as any expression. You know how that is. You can substitute stuff in. We've done that many, many times. That's properties of equality. Congruency properties, now the difference is the sign between. Notice the little squiggly line on top. A reflexive property in congruence, AB is congruent to AB, or angle A is congruent also to angle A. Symmetric property, angle A is congruent to B, then B is congruent to A. And then transitive just states A is congruent to B and B congruent to C, then A is congruent to C. Okay, just wanted to talk about that. So those are my properties of equality and congruence. And again, as we build towards proving things, which we'll do in this chapter, you have to understand these concepts as we go. Problem 1, justifying steps. What is the value of x? So we're going to solve for x here, but they want you to talk about why you're getting what you're getting. This is your given. Okay, your given says that AOM is congruent to angle MOC. I'm sorry, AOM plus MOC are supplementary. Okay, well, what's that mean? That means that angle AOM plus angle MOC equals 180 degrees. Why? By definition of supplementary angles. Again, I'm going to abbreviate here. So by definition of supplementary. Okay, well, what else do I know? I know that those equal 2x plus 30 and x. So I can substitute 2x plus 30 in for AOM and then x in for MOC. That's going to give me 180. Again, why is that? That's going to be the substitution property. Now that's a little bit weird, but this is what you also consider this. So I'm going to combine like terms, so I get 3x plus 30 equals 180. Again, this is nothing new. We've done this before, but you just have to talk about why you can do that. When I combine like terms, that's part of my distributive property. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 30 over. That gives me 3x equals 150. And that's subtraction property. And then I'm going to divide by 3 and end up with x equals 50. And that's the division property. So again, just justifying the steps that you're doing as you work through. All part of proofs. Problem 2 says using properties of equality and congruence. What they want you to do is talk about how I get from A to B. Well, how did I get from 2x plus 9 equals 19 to 2x equals 10? And yes, that's a 0. I know it's a little weird. I'll try to fix. There we go. So what I want to do here is how do I get from 2x plus 9 to 2x? Well, you just subtract 9. So the property here is subtraction property. And you probably should put of equality. I'm not real worried about that. Okay? B says O is congruent to W and W is congruent to L. So how do I get angle O is congruent to angle L? Okay, and that would be the transitive property. Okay? Because I get the first one is congruent to the last one, that's going to give me the transitive property. Okay? C says measurement of angle E is equal to measurement of angle T. Measurement of angle T equals to measurement of angle E. So all I did is flip it. When I flip it, that's what we call the symmetric property. And again, just refer back to that first part that I talked about in 2.5. So that those first two charts there when you're talking about these properties. Problem 3 is about writing a two-column proof. So they give me that measurement of angle 1 equals measurement of angle 3. They want me to prove that angle AEC, which is this one right here, AEC, is equal to, let's do it in blue. I don't know, it's blue there. Let's do it in green. There you go. I like green. Is equal to DEB. DEB is this angle right here. So I need to prove the red one is congruent to the green one. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, we're going to write a two-column proof here, and so this starts with making one the two-column. I'm going to have a statement column, and then I'm going to have a reason column, hence two-column. Okay, always, always, always start with the given. Measurement of angle 1 equals measurement of angle 3. And again, I would just list the given out. Reason, given. Okay? There's nothing I can really do there. It's just telling me that they're equal. If it told me something like they're parallel or perpendicular or something like that, then I can go with that. If I'm talking about lines, I can use that information. And here it's just telling me they're equal. So that doesn't really help me. I need to look at my picture. Well, when I look at the red angle and I look at the green angle, what do they have in common? Okay, so when I look, oh, wait a second, they both have angle 2. And this is, like I said, when you're stuck, you have to resort back to your best friends. The first best friend you have is reflexive. We'll talk about the second one later. But the first best friend you have is reflexive. And so what I need to state is the measurement of angle 2 equals the measurement of angle 2. And it seems stupid that you have to do that, but unfortunately you have to state that things are equal by the reflexive property. Okay, so once I have these equal, now I'm going to go to this part here where back to the stuff we just talked about, measurement of angle 1 plus the measurement of angle 2 equals the measurement of angle 3 plus the measurement of angle 2. How can I do that? Well, what did I do? I added angle 2 to two things that are equal. That's my addition property of equality. Okay, why? Because I added them. Okay? 4, what do I know about measurement of angle 1 plus angle 2? Well, measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 equals the measurement of angle AEC. And then measurement of angle 3 plus the measurement of angle 2 equals the measurement of angle DEB. How do we do that? Well, what am I doing? I'm adding angles together. So when I'm adding angles together, guess what that's called? That's called the angle addition. And I apologize, I have to go over here, but again, try to keep this in one thing. Statement, reason. Okay, and the last thing here, now I have this stuff here. Well, I can go ahead and do what now? Well, I already had measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 equal, that should be an equal sign, to measurement of angle 3 plus measurement of angle 2. So then I stated that those two things are equivalent to AEC and DEB. Okay, so I just go ahead and say the measurement of angle AEC is equal to the measurement of angle DEB. And what did I do? Well, I took what it equaled, which is this right here, and I substituted it in. So the reason would be substitution property. Welcome to the fantastic world of proving things.